Hey everybody, it's Clark at Amplified Parts. I'm here with Dave from Magnatone, a monster in the industry right now. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
What do you have new for 2018?
We got a couple of new amps this year. We got this little head here, this little guy. He's 15 watts. He sports a pair of EL84s in the output section. That's a pretty straightforward amp. You got gain, master volume, treble, mid, bass, and presence. And
high and low input?
You got high and low input.
Okay.
It cleans up pretty nice. If you turn the gain down, you can plug some pedals and low gain too here.
Beautiful.
It's minus 6 dB.
Okay.
So it's pretty friendly with pedals. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty straight. We got an extension cabinet here, and this thing, man, I just couldn't believe how loud it got, you know.
Yeah, nice.
So it sounds really good, and it's another invention of our great engineer Obed Khan.
Oh yeah, he knows how to do some
he knows
stuff.
how to voice an amplifier for sure, you know. So yeah, and then we got it in a combo, so it's just the same thing, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, that way if you wanted to use a bigger cabinet, you
could plug another cabinet into it too.
Or if you like this, you could go with the combo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe you can also plug another speaker cabinet into this guy as well.
Okay.
Another extension cabinet.
Good. And then what's this guy?
This is a new head. We have the Super 59 Mark I and the Mark II. Now the Mark I is the high gain version that Billy Gibbons uses. He really dimes up the gain on the thing and really saturates it. But it also has vibrato and tremolo in it. And then we have the Mark II head, which is this guy. He comes in a head and a combo, and it's a lower gain version, so you can put pedals in front of it. It's a little bit more old Marshall school, British, you know what I mean? A little bit more lower gain.
Yeah.
So anyway, we took the vibrato and the tremolo out of this guy, and we just made it a straight up head.
I think I'd heard you guys were doing that.
But what we did was we combined the gain stages of the Mark II and the Mark I in the front end of the amp. So you can turn the gain down and use the low setting and takes pedals great, cleans up, even has a nice sparkle to it. You switch over to high gain, man, it's just, you know, it's rocking, you know. So it's a pretty good idea, and it comes with a foot switch to turn on the high gain.
Oh, nice.
And it has an actual buffered effects loop, so we got a tube stage for an actual line in, line out. So you can plug pedals in there, a rack, you know, effect or whatever you want there. So, and I know a lot of guitar players that when you have an amp that doesn't have reverb or any effects built in, it's nice.
Have it all on their
it's
board
nice to have a loop,
and
to be able to put something in front of the amp as well. You know, so we try to capture the best of both worlds with both heads, but get rid of the vibrato and tremolo. Because a lot of guys, you know, in an amp like this, they don't use those effects as much as they do with the Brown amps, the clean amplifiers, the more American voiced amps.
Yeah,
you know,
there you go.
The ones that sparkle.
Yeah, so taking a little bit of last century and bringing it into the
next
one.
Right.
Good.
So there's only 2 in existence right now, but we're hoping to sell a few of them, get some orders going. So this is a prototype.
And now, did you say the Reverend has one, or?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, not yet.
No, he's probably gonna want one, but.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
You know,
If you're looking. You're out here right now, Reverend. Call us.
I think he's maybe out here somewhere. You know,
exactly.
I don't know if he's going to stop by or not. It'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so anyway, so these two guys, the only thing we really have new. We have a Varsity Reverb. We had it in it was called the Studio Series.
Okay.
We kind of eliminated that. It wasn't, you know, doing that great. So we moved the Varsity Reverb over into the traditional Brown amplifier, and that's been a great amp for us, and it really sings, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't want to get into that because we're checking out the new stuff, but that's kind of a newer version of an amp we kind of been making. We moved it over into the traditional series. We got a foot switch to turn the reverb on and off, and to add negative feedback, which gives the amp a boost.
Oh yeah, that's a big
And it's
thing.
a straight up classic rock. Wow, I mean, it's just strip 70s classic rock all the way.
Awesome.
When you turn that thing up, man, it starts talking to you. It's a really cool amp.
Cool, very good.
So, all right, you know,
you guys have been around for what about?
This is about year 5.
Year 5.
Yeah,
making some great strides.
And boy, you know, you look around and there's a lot of amp makers out of here. You know, and it's a pretty narrow market, you know, so it's a survival of the fittest out here.
Well, you guys are pretty fit. We appreciate.
Well, thanks.
Your time,
I appreciate the interview and everything, and continued success.
Yeah, you got it. Have a good one, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.